You can access the amounts that you have invested in the bond market, that is the treasury bills and bonds, in less than 24 hours if you really need that money. Investing in bonds, when compared to quick access vehicles like money market funds and bank accounts, make many people look at investing in bonds as restricting. But each vehicle is designed in its own way and suits a particular form of investment and supports different goals or horizons. If you're investing for a very short term goal, then you are better off with the money market funds because of their accessibility. Money market funds can give you repeat or multiple access to your money, except for a few money market fund managers that limit or lock your money for periods, and that is outlined in the joining requirements. But when you are looking at investing in the bond market, even when the bonds offer lucrative interest rates, most people would negate that investment in view of the accessibility of their money, or what we would call selling of those instruments, or better off, liquidation. Welcome to our today's video. My name is O'Brien. If you are new to the channel, give us your subscription and don't forget to hit the notification button because this channel gives you at least 3 value-packed videos every week, and YouTube will be notifying you when we upload the next video. Give us your like, your comment in the comment section, and don't forget to share. We will be looking at the options that you have available of liquidating or selling your investment in treasury bills or bonds in 3 seconds short break. So don't go away. Welcome back, and thank you for that like. Thank you for the share and the comment. We begin with the treasury bills. Treasury bills are short-term instruments. They can either be held for 91 days, 182 days, or 364 days. These instruments are purchased at a discount, which means the amount that you pay for that instrument or for the investment is less than the face value. And it's the face value that you are supposed to be paid back on redemption or on maturity. Redemption simply means purchasing back of that instrument by the issuer. In this case, it is the government through central bank that buys back that security from you as an investor. And at that moment, you are supposed to be repaid, or the issuer, that is CBK, will give you back the face value of that amount. So at the time of liquidation, or if you want to sell off this instrument before its maturity, then you have no option in the secondary market. In most cases, treasury bills will not be sold in the secondary market, and that is the stock exchange. But the basic way you can liquidate or sell this instrument is by selling it back to central bank. And what happens is central bank will always accept any instrument that is being liquidated back to central bank. And the process through which central bank buys back that instrument from you, we call it rediscounting or discounting. A fair value is determined of what will be the present value of that instrument that you are holding with regard to the face value. Remember, the amount that you paid for the instrument is less than the face value, and that was the discount. So the interest that is building on that instrument over time, so that by the maturity date, it will have attained the face value. So on discounting, you'll be paid back an amount that is not equal to the face value, but it's above the amount that you invested, because the instrument or that investment will have accrued interest for the period it has been held by the central bank. What you do, or what you are required to do, if you need to get that money on the same day, then you're supposed to send an email for that sale in the early hours of the day, in the morning. And you send your email to rediscounting at cbk.go.ke. That is a section or a department within CBK that handles or deals with rediscounting of Treasury securities. Then the second one is the Treasury bonds, and these are the longer securities. A Treasury bond will be a government security of more than 1 year. In most cases, the shortest Treasury bond is of 2 years, and the longest takes up to 30 years, and those are infrastructure bonds. There are two ways you can liquidate your Treasury bonds. You can either sell it in the secondary market through your broker, or you can also use the same method that you use for the Treasury bill, that is discounting that instrument back to CBK. CBK in general rediscounts your instrument on the basis of two amounts. There is the market yield and there is the coupon. CBK chooses the higher of those two to discount that instrument, and it charges a 3% over and above the higher value of those two. The same if you are to sell that instrument in the secondary market. The same will be used, but not the discounted 3%. But for a retail investor, if you are to go through the secondary market, the main players in the secondary market are the fund managers, and they purchase or they transact in huge volumes. And therefore, your single instrument that you want to trade, it is categorized as an old transaction. And therefore, it may not attract a buyer easily. And this is in the most cases of the FXDs. The IFBs will always have a market. But for the FXDs, it's challenging to sell an FXD as an old sell. But you have a chance when you are using the brokers. So the easiest way to sell an FXD is through discounting or selling it back to central bank. And central bank never rejects repurchase of those instruments. And the same process will apply. You will have to send an email back to central bank specifically to rediscount at cbk.go.ke. Then central bank or that department will send an email back to you, a feedback, notifying you of the amount that you're supposed to be paid for that rediscounted purchase. If you do it in the early hours of the day or in the morning, you are assured of getting that amount to your settlement account in the same day. The other options, but that does not give you money back, is when there is an issue or there is a switch issue. A switch issue only converts a current instrument to a new instrument, and that does not involve exchange of money. Don't forget to give us a like, to share the video, and engage us as always in the comment section, because we shall always come back to react to those comments and questions. Thank you for watching.